So I'll call to order the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting for Harrison Township for September 9th, 2025. Mr. Gleason, would you do the roll call?
Yes, Mr. Brado? Here. Mr. Gleason? Here. Mr. Leonetti? Here. Ms. Oparka?
Here.
Ms. Torp?
Here. Thank you. The next item is approval of the agenda. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
This motion passes. Approval of the minutes. We have the minutes from the July 8th meeting. Are there any changes to the minutes?
I don't have any changes.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes as written?
I'll make that motion.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Motion passes. Mr. Gleason, would you read the first case?
Yes, case number 09-25, Lori Green, 24956 Orchid, property 17-11-36-253-2009. She's requesting a 2-foot side yard setback variance.
Was there someone to speak to the case? Would you go?
Oh, yeah, that's.
24965 was transposed then?
Yeah.
Because I went over there and I didn't find this address. You would state your name and address, please, for the record.
Lori Green, 35385 Hayes Road, Sterling Heights, Michigan, 48312.
Thank you. And are you presenting the case, ma'am?
My husband is going to present the case for me.
Your name
Oh,
and
I am?
address, please,
Ken Green?
and your address.
Oh, I'm sorry. 35385 Hayes Road, Sterling Heights, Michigan, 48312.
Thank you. And tell us about what you're requesting, please.
Okay, well, at the beginning of July, the garage caught on fire, so it needs to be removed and rebuilt. But since the house was built, the zoning laws have changed. So the 2 foot from the property line is no longer the zoning requirements. Now it needs to go out to 4 foot. But I was instructed that there's a possibility due to the houses having the garages in the exact same places, because back then it was 2 foot. And that since the footings are there, that they would maybe forego that zone and let us just build on the existing footings. So we are here today to see if we can build on the existing footings.
Thank you. Are there any questions from the board?
I have a question. The insurance company, you indicate in your letter that the insurance company won't replace the existing foundation.
Well, that's a good question. From what I was told, we had $33,025 in insurance. Now, I didn't realize that they had a dollar limit, which makes sense. So to redo the garage alone is $33,000, $33,025. So we wouldn't have any money we would have to pay for that out of our pocket, if I understand it right.
In order to do the foundation to meet it up to code, it would take money out of your pocket because you didn't get enough of that from the insurance companies.
Correct. That's the way I understand it.
Okay.
Any other questions?
I don't have any.
No
more
questions.
We'll go into board discussion.
Given the fact that they're not expanding the footprint of the existing garage, and I believe there's 2 hardships here, one being the fire, and the second
Insurance.
being the insurance not covering the new footprint or a garage that would adhere to the variance or not require a variance that would create the second hardship. I'd be willing to make a motion.
Okay.
So I make a motion to approve the 2-foot side yard setback variance at the subject property here based on the hardships that I just mentioned there. The first being the fire and the second being the additional cost to make the new garage within compliance.
Is there support?
I'll support that.
Mr. Gleason, would you take the roll?
Yes, Mr. Gleason?
I have a comment on the motion.
sorry.
Just, I think, Melody, you sent the stuff about the recent case, and just, we want to be really specific on what our findings of fact were, like, add that sentence into your motion, based on the findings that the hardships are.
Okay, so in particular, the two hardships being the fact that the original building burned down.
Okay.
And the second hardship being the insurance does not cover the new dwelling to be built within the compliance of the variance, or compliance of the zoning ordinance.
Because of the pad. They would have to.
Because of the change of the footprint.
Yes.
I'd like to interject. I'd like to be extremely honest. That's the way it was explained to me. I don't know if they would change the footings over, but I don't think they would. Because I don't know, like, they gave me $33,025, it's stuck in my head. But the footings, maybe they'd be a whole different subject. I don't know, but the impression I get is that's what we get.
Yep, I think that's true.
Thank you.
I'll continue to support.
Support. Any
Okay.
other discussion?
Mr. Gleason, yes. Mr. Brado?
Yes.
Mr. Leonetti?
Yes.
Ms. Oparka?
Yes.
Ms. Tort?
Yes. You have your variance.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
A quick question, because I'm kind of new to this. Do I get some paperwork stating it, or it's just word of mouth?
I'll contact you, I'll send you a letter.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Take care, folks.
Can we leave, or?
Sure.
Yes, yes,
Have a good day.
absolutely.
Yep, you too, bye now.
Unless you want to stay for the meeting, it's really.
Thank you. Mr. Gleason, would you read the second case?
Yes, case number 10-25. Don, is it Bojovic, or, okay. 38165 Cherry Lane, property 17-1221358004. He's requested a 1.4-foot side yard setback variance.
And would you give us your name and address for the record, please?
Good evening, my name is Steve Basic, 65 Forest Hills Drive, Lake Orion, Michigan. I have no connection to the ownership of the property, owning it. I'm basically just trying to be a little bit of a spokesman, because a little bit of a language barrier and understanding. I actually wrote the letter, so if you're seeing mistakes in that, that's me. Tell me. What we think has happened here, there have been two surveys. First survey, if you look at the survey I think that's supplied, you'll notice the lot lines in the front are skewed over, even the neighbors. So I think there's an interpretation of how the survey was done. The first surveyor has kind of washed his hands, don't know the full details, and at this point, I guess it really doesn't matter. Some of the things that was required was to move the wall, which he has taken down, cut the concrete, moved the wall over, put the drain tile accordingly, and everything else. The latest and greatest survey shows the front property line heading to the north, where the rear stays the same, meaning the diamond shape now instead of square. When Harrison Township was probably surveyed, you know, they didn't have GPS, and everything was pulled with tape and links and stuff like that. I think there is possibly a survey mistake, but instead of going through it all and keep fighting, talking with him, we just decided to move the wall and try to get the variance. Whether the survey is 100% right, it's an interpretation of what points they used and stuff like that to get the final property line. There's many instances where property lines are off by 3 feet, like, you know, all in Orchard Lake, they're all over by 3 feet, and someone tries to correct it, and it doesn't work. You know, it's been zoned that way for years, and it's going to be maintained that way. GPS kind of like changed everything in this world with that. So this is why we're asking for a variance. Like I said, if you look at the property lines, you'll notice they're all crooked. But are we going to sit there and argue with that all with the surveyors, or just try to solve the problem and remove the wall and fix everything? Well, that's the long story short.
have a question for you. Is your neighbor aware of the survey issue at all? Have you talked to your
Yes.
neighbor?
Yes.
Okay. And what you're proposing to do, in seeking your variance, you're not encroaching into the disputed area, are you?
No,
Okay.
well, the neighbor to the south would actually gain,
Right, that's what I
and
thought.
the neighbor to the right is happy with everything that's going on. So it's just a matter of paperwork details, I guess you call it. So it happened, well, how, where, when, why, I mean, you could spend years trying to figure it out, or just,
Yeah,
Move
I have
on.
a question as well as to why you changed surveyors for the last survey.
The first one he did on the original.
He didn't want to work.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
you retired,
I don't know.
okay,
Call his number and nothing.
okay.
So he stopped responding.
I tried to contact him too, and no answers, and no call back, no nothing.
Okay,
So,
So
to try to get another surveyor, and then this issue popped up, so.
Okay.
But like I said, if you look at the neighbors to the north, I mean, everything's crooked. The other points are in the water, so how are they gonna measure it? There's a canal, I guess you wanna call it, on the back lot line.
am I correct, board, this is 1.4 feet?
And I went by your home, are you talking, this is the wall that you're talking about?
Correct.
moving?
Correct. That's the one he moved.
It's a beautiful home.
The
you.
retaining wall, is that what
Yeah.
you're talking about?
This
Yeah.
one.
Yep, I drove by it this morning.
Very nice. I don't have any questions, does anyone else on the board have any questions?
I would just say that, at work today, someone sent me the 1940 aerial of this area, and I mean, this is a very old platted area, so.
Right.
I mean, some of logic makes sense, that there may be some
Yeah,
issues.
it's-
Could be land erosion.
It could have been a mistake made 100 years ago, and who's right or wrong, you could sit there and argue, or just try to get through the process and close the door on it, and it's not encroaching on the neighbor, it's taking his lot line and moving it in.
Are you willing to sleep at night, losing 1.4 feet?
He has been bothering me. He has been, well, and not.
Are there any more questions from the board? Is there board discussion? Is there a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we grant the variance. The findings of fact are as follows. Number one, there are two surveys, and it's really unclear in terms of where the surveys line up. However, the petitioner in this particular case is asking for a variance that actually takes back land that could be part of his. He's going back a certain number of feet, so he's not encroaching on his neighbor despite this dispute in the survey. Also, the neighborhood itself is a little bit old, and the zoning laws were probably not in place when this neighborhood was platted. So given those two issues, I do find there's a hardship for the petitioner. I also commend the petitioner for actually coming in here and taking property back instead of trying to encroach on a neighbor when there's a dispute. So with that, I'm going to make a motion to approve the variance.
Is there support?
I'll support that.
Is there discussion? Hearing none, would you take the roll, Mr. Gleason?
Mr. Leonetti?
Yes.
Ms. Oparka?
Yes.
Mr. Brano?
Yes.
Mr. Gleason, yes. Ms. Torp?
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you.
Take care.
He will sleep.
Enjoy your beautiful home.
Thank you.
Be good, yeah, take care.
Is there any old business? New business? Any announcements? No public comments? And the next meeting is October 15th. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Support.
Everyone in favor?
Aye.
No
Nice
motion
and quick.
passes. Meeting is adjourned.
I was glad that went through that,
I was.
Somebody
he
was
wasn't
telling
gonna
the
get it.
truth.
We told him.